Cool. So here is the experimental part of what I like to do. And right now, this is a website that's being built in Firebase Studio. It's a vibe coding software. Firebase is with Google. It's free to build, and we're building a site for a realtor for buy side, sell side, and cash offers. And you can see here we've got, if you've never seen what vibe coding is, basically, I took a screenshot of something. I was like, hey, why is this still here? And it is very kind and apologetic, and it rebuilds and codes everything out. And then right now, I don't know why it says it's still publishing, but it should be finished publishing already. We're working on the certificate for the URL. That took a while to get this morning because as I was publishing this, I kept running into code errors. So there was some errors written into the code, which I am not a coder, so I have zero clue what half of this stuff does. But luckily, we've got, ChatGPT here. And if you can see, so this section is basically all of the, I don't know, code for what it was trying to publish. And the errors are in here somewhere. I don't know. And I just copy and paste from Firebase, and it tells me what's going on. So it said there's this item.cuisine that's causing some issues, and what that was is like here. So we've got this kind of where to eat type of thing. We had like the ratings down here, how expensive it was, if it was open, that type of thing. And these cards, they also exist in things to do. And there was a lot of confusion in the code on, well, what do we do if it's not a restaurant? What do we do if it's a location? And that was causing the build to fail. So ChatGPT told me, and I just basically ask it to explain it to me like a third grader. And then I take its explanation and I push it back into Firebase. And oh gosh, it took like 3.5 hours, but boom, we figured it out. And let's see here, we've got some notes. So we built the flat URL structure, and that looks like this. So we've got our locations, right? We're in Post Falls, Idaho right now. And then if we click on luxury property buying and sales, we see Post Falls, then luxury property buying and sales. So this keyword is actually a Google business listing category, and that's what we're trying to do is match them up. And if you're out there and you're like, Bill, that is not a flat URL structure, well, awesome, tell me why, because I am just learning this stuff. And I know there's a silo structure and a flat URL structure, and it seems to think that this is the best for searchability, and I will trust it. So here we are in Post Falls luxury buying. So this is good, right? Google knows that's Post Falls luxury property buying and sales. This could be better if it was the state as well in there. So I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to make an action item and add state in there in the locations. Ask Firebase. So I actually will not like just assume that I know what's best. I'll go in and I'll ask Firebase like, hey, should we do this based off of best Google practices, and give me pros or cons, and it'll go research. It's a Google product, so I trust what it says. It knows things that I don't. I just have ideas, and then I let it kind of prove to me that it knows what's up. So let's see, we've got services match Google Business. So these services all match this Google Business listing. Where is it? We go here to the services. So you can see these are the services, and we're matching all these services directly onto the site, right? And then if we go to the home page, our home page is real estate agent because that is what our primary category is for that. And we could even go a bit further and make this services button to be real estate agent. We'll put it in the notes. Should services menu item be called main category real estate agent? So we'll go over that. The idea today is to get it published and to submit the publication to Google Search Console so that we can get it starting to be crawled and Google starting to test and show it. So submit to Google Search Console. Let's see what else. We got the location matches. So if we go to the profile here, you can see we've got our locations here, and then our locations are also here. And all these are interlinked. So this was a fun one. The built local authority for main pages and Google style things to know. If we go to type in Coeur d'Alene, or any city for that matter, Google provides us with a kind of hint of what it wants, right? What people like to see. So things to know. And it's got these drop downs and these cards. So what I wanted to do was create local knowledge bases for my location pages. And once this loads, so we've got our services here, and we're going to remove all the pictures and do a whole bunch of stuff, add some more things here. Again, this is just version 1, but we've got our things to know. So I modeled this directly off of Google, and you might be like, wow, Bill, that's crazy, and it's not. You literally just take a screenshot of it and you say, Firebase, make me this thing. And after about 20 minutes, you'll have it. It'll, kind of give you V1, and then you're like, do a little better. And it took me a while to get it published because Firebase actually recreated this. The star ratings, the money, like the dollars, it's actually pulling real life data. And, especially for like where to eat and the type of food and all that. And it started to get a little confused because those items aren't necessary, when we were talking about like where to shop, right? So I could have spent more time and really said do this for this section but not this section, but I just wanted to kind of get it started. So this will help tell Google like, hey, we know about Dalton, Idaho. We've got some local knowledge in here. Unknown issues. So let's see if this still works. So here's the history. And this is what I copied. Like, I don't know what this even is. I don't know. I don't honestly care either. I was able to copy and paste all this stuff into ChatGPT like I showed you and just figured it out from there. It took a couple hours, but I got it. Now I have that knowledge. I don't have to relearn that problem, so that's cool. Excited about that. We minted the certification for Squarespace. I don't know if it is done yet. Let's see. Domain list. It looks like it's active. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Don't think it's working currently. Oops. Copy. No, it's not up yet, but it will be. It was working on minting it last time I checked. Removed form. So we will have a form in here that is, call to action buttons, right? So version 1, I just want a button that has a phone number, and on mobile it'll call Aaron in this case. And I actually built a go high level workflow because I own the site and I own the number on the site. And what I do is I just forward the number through Go High Level to Aaron's personal phone number. In this instance, we could forward it to his Go High Level number, but I just want to check some things out before we do that. And once that phone number gets rung, I'm sending an internal notification. So a text to me and a text to Aaron saying like, hey, you got a call from this number. And we publish that. We change the names on it. So a couple things we've got to do. Change the call to action, remove email. We already removed the form. So actually we got to add form or calendar. So eventually I want to add a form or calendar or both. Submit to Google Search Console. We'll be doing that today. Talked about this. Got to change the favicon. Right now it's just a Firebase favicon. The email, we'll get rid of that. Change call to action as a call only. So we actually have done that today. So we did that. And then we got to update the carousels and update pictures. So a little bit of time. My main objective today is to get it minted, which it should already be minted, if not now, in the next couple minutes, hour, whatever, however long it takes. Get it submitted to Google Search Console, then Google can start crawling it. We can get the sitemap up. We're going to put that here too. Submit sitemap. Cool. Awesome. That is that. I'll keep you updated. Tomorrow we're going to do something similar, but for Sioux Falls, North Dakota. Terrible states. I believe it's North Dakota, not South Dakota. But I think what we're going to do is use this page as a template, tell Firebase, hey, change all of the location, type of product, and then we should have a really good template to just keep recreating this thing. If you have any questions, hit me up.